Let's kick it up a notch now with Top That Trade. Here to play, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and a pro options trader, Alan Nuckman. Round number one, guys. Click crazy. Addicts touch phones 5,000 times per day. What does that say, even about the market?
Says a lot. It says when it comes to the markets, people are trigger happy. People have to be doing something at all times. People like you can't sit still, all right? And that impacts the markets. People lose their discipline and they go crazy about any situation and they can't think beyond the next 5 minutes, the next day, the next week.
Only 5,000 times a day? Come on. What do they do with the rest of the day?
It was an average. It didn't include you.
Yeah, I understand that. You know, I mean, if we're getting discipline lessons from Alan, I think we're in big trouble here.
Right.
But listen, this is the kind of world we live. There's addicts there, but there's no doubt about it. We live in a smartphone world.
To our detriment.
Maybe, you know, I mean, there's a balance here, like anything. When else could you get information, unless you're down here on the trading floor, as quickly as you can on your iPhone?
That's true.
Wherever you can go.
It's leveled the playing
news.
It's leveled the playing field.
Right.
Everyone has equal access to opportunity. So
Exactly. That's a great thing.
That's a positive.
That's right. So you should check your phone 10,000 times a day to stay on top of the markets. Get your smartphone. You heard it here first.
You might overtrade.
Round number two, hotel housing. The walled-off Astoria is being turned into mostly condos. What does that say about the housing market?
It tells me the millionaires and billionaires are getting richer. Come on. Who can afford the Waldorf Astoria is one of the most beautiful hotels in the world. It's a classic hotel, and they're coming in and buying it. The rich are getting richer, the poor are getting poorer.
It's just
you go to downtown New York.
All right, it's just math. So they bought it for $2 billion.
Right.
They're going to spend $1 billion to convert it.
Convert it.
All right. And then they're going to make that extra billion in selling those condos.
And we have seen that time and time again.
And they're still going to have 500 rooms left in the hotel.
Right.
So they're going to make $1 billion and still have 500 rooms in the hotel. So it's a win-win. It's just financial.
Well, I agree with them. I mean, obviously it's happening, but who can afford these places here?
Somebody
what does that say?
People in New York.
Right. People in New York, right.
Those
exactly.
People.
The people in New York. No, well, it basically does say, you know,
don't punish success. Don't you punish success.
I'm not punishing success. I'm just saying, you know, you look at this between the gap and the rich and the poor, and here you are in high-priced real estate. Prices are going up in New York City, but what out in the burbs? How are those housing prices going to hold up? Maybe not as well as they are in the heart of New York City, right across from
it's a positive for the traders and people in New York.
Here we go with round number three, money moves. Explain the China slowdown if Asia's growing the most millionaires.
And it does show you that when you have an economy that actually grows, you can make money. And here in the United States, because of the economic policies we've had for the last 8 years, is not allowing the country to grow. I'm not saying China has the greatest system in the world. They don't. They have a bubble.
There you go. I was going to ask you a question.
They have problems.
Technically, they've been trading. If you look at the FXI, which is a Chinese ETF, it's been trading between 30 and 50 for 6 years. So it's essentially been trading sideways, but they're creating millionaires. And if you look at the Nikkei went from 10,000 to 20,000. Now it's at 15,000.
Right.
They're creating a lot of millionaires as well. So it's you know, it's opportunities.
The question you have to ask yourself is, shouldn't we be creating more millionaires in this country? Why is this country?
You just said that the gap between
rich and poor is getting wider and wider. But why we're not creating new millionaires? The millionaires we have are getting richer and richer. You know, the guys that have money are doing better and better. The guys in the middle are getting a hard time because of government regulation, making it harder to start a small business. Do you realize small business job creation, the new business jobs are the worst ever in history in this country? You are not seeing
Have you not heard about the
created.
internet? It's the internet that has depressed as far as it's been a deflationary
Shouldn't it be easier to start? Right, and the government wants to get their hands on it and tax it. They want to regulate it.
It's been deflationary. You can get anything,
I agree
anytime,
things are
anywhere.
Deflationary, but what about
prices are cheaper?
I understand.
Internet.com. I'm telling you, it's not going away.
No, I'm not saying the internet. You're missing the entire point of what I'm trying to get at.
I often do.
I'm trying because obviously you don't care about small business in America. You don't care about job growth. The internet should be a boom for creating new jobs in this country, should it not? It should be, but why does the government have to get in? If you hire 50 employees, all of a sudden you got to give them health care and everything else.
No. We're not having that discussion.
We're not.
Next question.
Fine.
Crunch time. It's time for your bonus round. True or false? There's a Cheetos museum.
Wait a second. First of all, we're giving him a 50-50 chance. A Cheetos museum.
Is none of the above? Are there three? Is it none of? I think she's trying to trick us and give us none of the above. I don't even need to know a question.
Bottom line is there is a Cheetos museum, and I'm vacationing there for the next 6 weeks. That's where I spend my holidays. You're going to love it.
They've now come up with Cheetos, macaroni, and cheese.
And it's in the museum. True. Of course it's true.
So true or
It's
false?
just silly enough
True?
that it has
What
to
do you
be
say,
true. Yes,
Alan?
true.
It is true. It's online, but it is true. Yep.
Enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you. Have a good day. Business First AM continues.